Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I went through all of my chemicals, equipment, food, all that medicines, and I threw away anything old, outdated that was just trash or empty or clutter. Reorganized everything. I got all my salts, medications, paper towel, of course, a cup full of random tools, my aquarium co-op fertilizers because still haven't found anything better. They definitely know what they're doing there. Cleaner, food, mortar and pestle to make fry food. And something I learned a long time ago, that adding a little bit of hydrogen peroxide into a tank every once in a while, just like go across and just give it a squirt, it does wonders. I mean, it brings oxygen to everything and all kinds of stuff. I just got done cleaning the glass, so everything's kind of mixed up a little bit, and might as well use the whole thing to wipe that drip and knock everything else down. Good job. Anyways, so where I think I left off last time was I said I was going to decide which one of these little ones will become the breeders, which will be today. I don't know if I'm going to put that back. I don't know if I'm going to show that on video or not. That's going to take a long time. And yeah. So the breeder tanks are finally ready. The water parameters are just where I want them. Oops, light's not on. Click. I just filled these up last night. I put weights on the filters because a lot of times the suction cups come off when actually right over here constantly. And then when I'd wake up in the morning, I'd come up and it was like floating at the top and blowing air out of the tank. So there was no oxygen levels. So since they like to fall off, I just put weights on the bottom and let them fall off. Do whatever. I did actually find a total of 3 orange shrimp in here. They were all still relatively small. I don't know if they bred or not, so I don't know. We'll see what we do. I kind of like having the reds and the oranges separated. Plus, these are really old and established tanks now, and I don't really want to take them down because they're breeding so well. I mean, there's babies constantly. Constant babies everywhere. Babies. Babies. They love this rock. Look at that little guy. He's just a little guy. But still, everything here is organized now. Come on, focus. I always do the bunched up newspapers. I got the padded envelopes if I decide to get back into plants. My tape, I put all the hoses and lines. You can't see that. Hoses and lines in there because it was a box just laying around. Excuse me. I got all my actual boxes organized, separated, and ready. I got a few for sale because I believe after I take my breeders out of there, I really don't have a point to keeping the rest of them. So I think I'm going to sell which ones I can and use the money for more supplies just in case the new next coming pandemic ups the prices again. When I first started doing this stuff, I think it was 2018, 2019, this cost $4.99. Then it went up to $18.99. Now it's back down to about $11. So not a great win, but it's better than 20. So I think this is going to be cleared out. This is all organized. This is where I used to keep the hoses and lines. Now I got my rubber bands, bags, cleaning tools. It's like the scissors, the tweezers, and all that. pH meter box, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Today I'm going to run the airlines to these guys. I have 3 heaters. They're all 100 watts though. So I'm going to take, that's a 100 watt, that's a 50 watt. I'm going to put, and I have another one coming. I'm going to put the new 50 watt here. So these are just 250s. And then I'm going to have a 100 watt in each one of these. And those are going to be the baby tanks for now. Just like before, but they're going to have their individual heaters. It's just storage down here now for excess food and water, just in case. I'm no longer mining cryptocurrencies, so the temperature down here is back down to basement temperatures, which will require heaters, unfortunately. So this is all pretty much ran back here. I need to get just different size extension cords. It's an orange peel. It's actually a great way to keep spiders away if you don't really want them, and a few other bugs. Let them dry and then just keep them around. It's free pest resistance. But stuff like this is just because it was cheap when I could afford it, and some of them were already here, so they don't obviously need to be this long. But that's the kind of little details that I'm not really going to worry about for a while. And we're just going to get back into breeding because honestly, I miss it. It was so cool to wake up in the morning and find all those tiny little eggs. And within a few days, you just got these tiny little eyelash shaped fish stuck all over your glass. It's just a really neat feeling. And then when they grow up and they last years and they're still healthy and yeah, honestly, it's neat. They make a little extra money because that's one of the best parts about a hobby. Dude, these shrimp in here, like, super red. They're way more red than my red tank. Look at that guy. He's so fast. He's like racing himself. I think he won. Good job, bud. Her, he, I'm not sure. Anyways, that's, I think, everything. Now I can show you those guys. Let's wander back over here, around the steps. And hello to everybody. This tank I have not cleaned yet since I took all the CPDs out. You can see the plant is kind of readjusting itself. I did add no planaria in here because I was almost sure the snails were gone for a while, but when I came down this morning, I saw them. And babies, they're back. So hopefully I added enough to just kill off what little snails are left, because I would like to spread this out to other tanks. But if it's got snails on it, I'm not a fan of snails. I did for a while. I started actually all of my fish stuff selling ram's horns, but they just become so numerous in this. They can smell so bad. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Got a new thing of brine shrimp bubbling up in here. Not doing too shabby. This camera's terrible. Sorry about that. But that would be it. Thanks for stopping by.